Sonny here. This is All Creatures of Our God and King, the David Crowder version. I'm going to show you how to play this without the capo. The actual version, if you play along with the CD, David Crowder plays the intro at the 7th fret position. It's still in the key of D. He just played it like an open G chord position right here. So, but if you play electric guitar, you probably won't be using the capo. So I'm going to show you how to play a different way without the capo and still get the same sound, the same notes. You won't be able to tell the difference. There may be a little bit of changes, but it's very similar to the recording version, but without using the capo. So here's how it goes. And if I have time, I will go over the capo portion as well, the capo version. So here goes, the first part, intro. Before you do that, the beginning part is kind of mute. I usually just put the hands on my D power chord, which is A5, D7, G7, B7. Kind of barely, slightly touching the string, kind of get it. Just kind of mute the string, go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Something like that, okay? So you do that, you just play along with the drum in the beginning, and then once you get to what part go, before you start in the intro, goes like this. Alright, so what I'm doing there, I go upstroke on the D open chord, and I'll put the chords at the bottom of the video. So you go upstroke, down, okay. Next part. While my hand is still on the D chord, I play the B3, basically B string on the 3rd fret, and then open E string, high E string, upstroke, and then hit it again, the high E string, and then open, and then you got to hammer on to pull off on the 2nd fret. With my middle finger, and play the 3rd fret of your B again. Okay, once I play that, I move my hands up, slide up. I play the 7th fret of your G and B together and hammer on to the 8th fret of your B. And then play the 7th fret of your G again. And then play the 10th fret of your B. So far we have this. Okay, again slowly. With my hands still in this position, I don't move, and I play G7, high E7, B10, back to G7. Okay. And then you go to play the B minus 7th chord. So I do play the 2nd fret of your A string twice, and then I play A2 and D4 together, and then play the B minus 7th chord together. So okay, so go. So basically I play the 2nd fret of your A twice, and you play the power chord, A2, B4 together, like I say, and then you play the B minor 7th chord full. Okay, so far we have this. Okay, and while my hand is still in that position, I lift up my index finger and I play the part like I did in the beginning on the D chord. But this time, my middle finger is on the 3rd fret of your B. Play that, open E, and then play E again and hammer on to pull off on the 2nd fret of E. And back to B3. Alright, so again. I'm sorry. Okay, and then go back to 7th fret of your D and G and B. Hammer on to 8th fret of your B. And you play that part again. Basically, you play this G7 and B10 together. And the next part goes like this. Again. So pretty much like the first part, the first section, you play the G7, E7, B10, back to G7. Do that twice. Your index finger covers all the 7th fret with your pinky on the 10th fret. Your hand don't really move. You just pick those notes. Okay, so far we have this. Next part. Alright, what I'm doing is I use my ring finger on the E3, and with the bottom of my ring finger, the bottom flash slightly touching the A string so it doesn't rain out. So I'm basically playing the E3, open D and open G together with the A string muted with the bottom of the flash on my ring finger. And I use my middle finger to play the 2nd fret of your G string, slide up to 4th fret, and play the 3rd fret of your B string, 4th fret on the G string again, slide down to 2nd fret. Okay, so. Do it again. Okay, so. Okay, so that's the first section, and you played it again. So let me play the whole thing, the intro, one more time, slowly. That strumming pattern, you do on a D chord, open D chord. When you strum down, you mute. When you strum and you strum up, so when you kind of hear the chorus go. Actually, you can just kind of when you upstroke, instead of playing the bottom string, you just kind of go upstroke on the B, G, and D string, and A string also. The last part, okay, down, up, 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 down, up. So mute, up, mute, up, mute, up, mute, up, mute, up, no, mute, up, down, up. Okay, so mute, up, mute, up, mute, up, mute, down. I'm sorry, mute. Down, up, okay? You can practice that until you get that pattern down. Down, up, 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 down, down, up. B minor 7, go lift up your voice and with us sing. Oh, praise Him. It's G chord. Hallelujah. It's G chord again. And back to D. Thou, thou, thou burning sun with golden beam. And then B minor 7th again. Thou silver moon with soft gleam. And then G. Oh, praise Him. And then F sharp over D. Oh, praise Him. Basically, it's the D chord with the F sharp note. What I'm doing is I play the second fret of your low E string, and then mute the A string with my same finger, and I play open D, second fret of your G, and B3. Okay, so oh, praise Him, G. Oh, praise Him, D with the F sharp bass. Hallelujah, G. D F sharp again. Hallelujah. This is D Asus. Back to D, and then you go back to the intro. All right, so that's pretty much the whole song. Oh, and the solo. After you play the whole thing again, verse 2. And right before verse 3, that's a solo behind the intro. So you play the intro again after verse 2, but that's like a violin solo over it. And the violin notes go like this. Okay, so that's the violin solo. So you start from the E10, and then E9, B10, E7, E10, and you jump up to E14 and E15, back to E10. Play the E10 again, slide down to 9th fret. E7, B10, B8, and B7. And you play G7 and B7 together. So that's a violin solo. Again. Verse 3, same thing. Let all things that Creator bless. B minor 7. Oh, praise Him, G. Hallelujah, G again. Praise the Father, and just go D again. Oh, and once you get to the end, after that, at the end of verse 3, that's a variation. He kind of goes into a little improvisation before he goes Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. So, oh, praise Him, G. Oh, praise Him. F sharp over D. G. A. Yeah. B minus. This is a C sharp over 7, A7. And before it goes, oh hallelujah, G, hallelujah, oh hallelujah, B minus 7, A7, C sharp over 7, A7. Hallelujah. Okay. Oh hallelujah, G again. A, hallelujah, B minor 7, hallelujah, 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 G again. Alright, so at the end, verse 3, after the A sus, instead of going D, you go to G, A, B minor, C sharp A7, and then G, A, B minor, C sharp over A7 again, G, A, B minor, C sharp over A7, and G again. C sharp over A7th chord, it goes like this. Your pinky's on the A4, and then index finger's on G2, I'm sorry, D2, open G, and then B2 with my middle finger. You don't have to play the C sharp if you don't want to. You can just play the A7th open chord. That's fine too. You can do A7 and add a C sharp at the bottom. So that's the whole song to All Creatures. Thanks for watching.